That's what this is about. It's about innovation internally before we can innovate externally. And speaking of innovation, look at us master PowerPoint. And a projector. But in the meantime, what we could do is just continue, and I'll just talk. Because there's nothing like social media when someone presents to you and just talks at you. Oh yeah, look at that. Bravo! Voila. So, where were we? You are tomorrow's leader. We're going to have to follow somebody to bring about change in the organization. And I'd like you to think about this. It's not going to be because of Facebook or Twitter or PAP. It's going to be because of our vision for how to use these tools and these channels to change inside and change outside the organization. We had this video that we were going to share with you, but all the bandwidth is going to Twitter right now. Wanted to show you a video of digital Darwinism. Digital Darwinism, as I was writing the new book, was something that I had discovered that many businesses were falling to because they did not have the ability to recognize new opportunities inside. And they didn't have the ability to capitalize on those opportunities, to bring about change. Technology and society are evolving. Sometimes it's faster than businesses' ability to adapt. In the last 10 years or 15 years, I can't remember the exact amount of time, but almost 40% of Fortune 500 businesses are gone or dying. That's a big number. And it's not slowing down. It's constant. And this is a problem with management. Management is going to have to seek people like you and me to innovate. Because the way businesses are run today is they are more comfortable. They're structured to manage what is, not what could be. And at this moment, to survive digital Darwinism, you have to manage what is, and you have to compete for what could be. Even if that means you have to change part of your business. In Silicon Valley, we have a word that is used so much that we're getting sick of it, but it's still an important word, and that is a pivot. At some point, the business needs to rethink its current strategy and assess its long-term viability and how else businesses could innovate. So the theme, so dramatic, innovate or die, it's not meant to be theatrical. It's meant to be a reality. It is a mission of life. Either you compete for the future or you don't. You can't compete for the moment. And if you think about social media strategies, just at the most basic level, if you look at how businesses use social networks, they're not terribly innovative. It's very reactive. Hey, let's get on Facebook. Why? Because everybody else is. Well, how will we measure success? I don't know. But let's start with likes. If we get a lot of likes, we're doing something right. And so then when your manager or the executive comes to you and says, why are we on Facebook? Why are we spending this time and money on Facebook? And you say, because. Okay. So now, when we're asked about ROI, or return on investment, we can't have an answer because the social media strategy wasn't designed to deliver the R, which is the return. What is the return you want? So that's what we're going to talk about today. At the end, I'll stay and answer all of your questions. If you don't ask here, maybe we can talk outside or you could tweet them. But this is the most common problem I see within companies. Perhaps you talked about it today, the famous Henry Ford quote. Many businesses believe that their customers don't know what they want. So why should they innovate? Why should we involve people in the process? We just tell them what they want. And one of the most recent examples of this was Apple. Everybody tells me, why should we co-create with customers? Apple doesn't co-create. Apple is innovative. And I sit there and I say, absolutely. Do you have Steve Jobs in your company?